This remote area of Spain has a really dark past. And it's something that's not really spoken about. But today, I want to go and have a look at the dark past of Spain in San Isidro. These old houses in San Isidro would have been one of very few houses that were around about this area at the time. It was an area that was quite remote at one point, but it had a dark secret just over the other side of the railway station. Now when you walk around San Isidro today, you can't imagine the atrocities, the heartache, the loss that happened just a few miles away from here. Whilst the modern buildings, the town hall, today replace what went on, and they kind of want to forget about it. But do these streets hold dark secrets from a not too distant past? When I think back to 1975, I was just a kid, and whilst at the time growing up in the 70s, you would watch a lot of World War II films, which seemed to be all the rage back then. But in 1975, Spain was just coming out of what would be the end of the Franco years. With the death of Franco in 1975, brought around change, much needed in Spain. The first thing I noticed about this painting is all the trees in the background. You could tell it was an area that wasn't easy to get to. So whilst the train station is just here, the other side of the train station is a little industrial area, and a lot of it's been turned into farmland, which kind of hides the past when they do that. But there is an area where they do remember what happened in this concentration camp in San Isidro. Personally, I think it's always important to remind ourselves of what happened in the past, so that we don't make the same mistakes again. But as mankind does, we make the same mistakes again, time and time again. What says more about us as a mankind than it does anything. We're not far now. I don't think they would have been welcomed, really, would they? I think that they would have been, as you could see the pictures, it's not the most welcoming sight that they would have seen when they got off the train back in the day. Now they called these work camps, labour camps, but at the end of the day it was nothing but a concentration camp. It killed thousands upon thousands of people from 1937 to 1939. This building is pretty much all that's left from the concentration camp. Here, the area and all the devastation and the lives lost here are remembered by one little sign. Whilst the rest of the area round about has been turned into farmland. But we should never forget what happened in areas like this. If this building could talk. It seems so peaceful now. There's been someone sleeping here. Maybe getting out of the sun. But it is the last remaining building in the area. Personally, I can't even begin to imagine what people went through here. People that may have been priests that were against the Franco regime. But in their thousands, they were brought here to the work camps. And today, it's around about 30 degrees. The height of the summer could get up to closer 45 degrees. And they were left working in these conditions. Many perished, many died. Many thousands died. So I think it's nice just to remember them and remember places, unassuming places like this, that's remembered by one little sign at the end of the road. As people go about their daily work, people can forget about the past. Whilst farmers work the land over in the distance, you could see their horses have walked this path, walked these lands. Makes you wonder. Although people have put a modern roof on it, makes you wonder what happened here.